Hi, and welcome to another fast, easy and delicious recipe from Mediterranean Recipes. Today we're going to make Mediterranean meatballs. For this we need meatballs, artichokes. Now if they're not in season, these are actually frozen because they're not in season at the moment, but they are better with fresh. And we have frozen peas here, you could also use fresh, a large onion, garlic, chicken stock, crushed tomatoes, now just plain crushed tomatoes with nothing else in it. And this is an extra, it's optional, it's actually pure cocoa powder. It gives a nice colour to the sauce and it just gives a little bit of flavour. It doesn't taste chocolatey at all, but it is something that I do like to add to my dark sauces. And now we've got everything ready, so we can begin. Now we need some flour for the meatballs. Now the meatballs is just mincemeat with a little parsley, a little bit of garlic and salt and pepper done into balls. Now we coat the balls in plain flour and we put it in the pan which has been previously heated with 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Now we coat all the meatballs, generously coat them with flour because this helps to thicken the sauce. Just like this, plenty of flour. And we do that until we've got them all in the pan. When they start to brown on one side, you turn them over so they get nicely browned all over. And here we are, they're all nicely browned. We can take them out now. Just reserve them to one side on a plate. There we are. Now the onion, I use a food processor to finely chop my onion because I like it very small bits. And we just add that directly to the oil where the meatballs have been frying. And we stir it. And we cook it slowly until it's nicely browned. You can see how dark it's become. And then we add the crushed tomatoes. We stir it until it's all mixed in nicely, and we leave that on the heat as well for about 5 minutes until the tomatoes nicely cooked. Now once we have that done, we add the crushed garlic. 1 clove is sufficient, 1 large clove. And you cook that as well for a couple of minutes, stirring so all the garlic is nicely in the sauce. And now we can add the peas. We stir in the peas. I'm not stirring very well here because I'm doing it with my left hand. I'm afraid I'm not awfully good at stirring, but it should really be well mixed in. Now we add the meatballs. And once all the meatballs are in, we can add the chicken stock. Now we need about 3/4 of a litre of chicken stock, so it covers nicely the vegetables. The meatballs aren't totally covered, but that's okay. You will stir it sort of halfway through cooking, and they are basically cooked anyway. Now we can add the artichokes. And we'll stir those in as well. Just like that. And now all we have to do is add a little bit of salt, because the chicken stock will have had salt too, but the peas are quite sweet, so we do add a little bit more salt. And cover it up. And we leave it simmering for about half an hour. And if you like, about halfway through the cooking time, you can add the cocoa powder. Mix it in well, and that will dissolve in with the sauce. and leave it now for another 15 minutes. Now here we have the final product. As you can see, it's a nice thick dark sauce. Subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed this. And if you didn't enjoy it, well, actually, I'm not that worried at the moment because I'm absolutely starving. Until the next time, from Mediterranean Recipes.